welcome to my channel. My name is Kati and today I'm going to show you my main planner for 2024. It's a passport size planner, or well, maybe not like officially passport size, but it's so small enough that it fits in my passport TN, and that's the main thing. And I have to blame or thank a certain person on Instagram. So I saw Haamu Banaani Plans ordering this planner and I was sold immediately. I was like, what is that? What is that? I want that. So I went to look for it and she was using this, or I don't know if she still uses it, but she ordered that then. So it was this Nolty 1180 planner and I got it from Amazon Japan, and it was just so many things that I was looking for and wanting, and here it is now. Sorry, I don't now remember if there was color options. I ordered this in November, so it is a few months ago, so I don't remember if there was any colors to choose from, but I have this navy blue, so it comes with this plastic cover that you could take off, and yes, this is like, this ticks so many my boxes, so it has been love, kinda. So it has a pen loop and I have a washi here, so sometimes in a certain setup I don't need this pen loop, so I just washi it down here so it stays nicely, but a pen fits, so it's a pretty big pen loop, so you can fit a lot of pens here. I use my Pilot Friction, still the black ink, I love it for planning. And as you can see, I have it now in my newest Travelers Company passport cover, this brown one. I used it first in my blue cover, but it just didn't feel right. I was always trying to take this when I wanted my journal, so I realized that I need to put my journal in here and have the planner in this brown one, so I will know where to go when I need my journal and when I need my planner. I'm sorry, I haven't filmed in a while, so I'm a bit all over the place. Well, maybe I'm always a bit all over the place, but I have censored here things. I have used my black empty washies. I just bought this last weekend. So it's this 3mm very slim washi, and it's perfect for censoring my text, so I can get to censor one line with this tin, and this already takes 2 lines, and then this takes a lot of lines. So I use these to censor private things that I don't want to have on the internet. So if you see black strokes, that's washi, that's censoring something. I want to go through this planner with you so you can see what it has, and then because we are already in March, I have used it for over 2 months, so you get to also see how I use it. As you can see, it fits pretty perfectly in a passport TN cover, and I have also here a notebook in the back, so it fits nicely also with one notebook. Here in the front I have one stencil, and maybe you saw that I also had one stencil here in the back, and just some personal notes, and I have covered this personal information page with some post-it notes if I would need it. Well, not sticky notes, yeah. So here you can see the number of this planner. So this is just a note page that I took from a pocket notebook and cut it to size. So this has the moon phases and what each moon phase represents. So I just put it here if I want to reflect on something or check where we are going now. And if my feelings are like in the same, it's just for fun there. I rarely use it. Then we have the calendar or yearly view. As you can see, not using it and not even ever looking at it. So for now, I haven't come up with a use why I would use it. Of course, I could track here something, but I have been so busy and no, haven't used this. Then this yearly view, also empty. Haven't had time to think what I would want to track here. I had an idea for this and the monthly pages, but then I got busy again and I forgot about those ideas. So I'm waiting those ideas to come back to me because they were good ideas. I was excited about those, but I can't remember what those were. Then we get to the monthly pages. So this started in December and I have tried here something, but if you have watched my videos, you have maybe heard me say that I can't cope with this view and it is still like that. So I'm not using these monthly pages. I have ideas how to use them, but I haven't started yet. So here I have again some ideas how to use them, but no, not yet. But I think this is a nicely monthly view. I like this because I have here also this space so I could write things that are concerning that week. So it doesn't have to be just daily things. It can also have some weekly things. So this could be good for some planning if I just would use it. But wait and see. There is still 9 months. And if we count March, 10 months in this year, so I still have time to remember my idea or come up with a new idea and use them. And here you can see I use these Midori index tabs. I love them. This is the silver one, so I have one for the monthly view, although I'm not using it, but it's there. And I use these papers that come with the Travelers Company inserts, so I use these as plotting papers because they are already cut in size, so I use these here in between. So the monthlies, so it has these Japan special days, but I don't mind it, especially because I'm not using this view, but I don't know. I would so like to remember what my idea was, but let's see. So this goes all to, was it March next year? Yeah, so you have 3 months like extra, so you could plan the future. Then we go to the weekly pages, and this is in December. Well, it's the end of November, starting December, and I didn't have this planner then yet. So here I just put my weekly home to-dos, this reminder. I'm not using it because I have these also in my electronical to-do list, so but this is just a reminder for me here. And I messed up the first page what I was trying, so I needed something to cover that mess up. This is how it looks empty. This is why I fell in love with this planner, because it had this grid down here, and how I was doing my planning, I was like, oh, that's so perfect for what I want. And then it has here the week numbers, days, and then also this monthly view. You have this ready, because I could also take a grid notebook, which was one of my plans, but then I have to do everything myself. But now I have the week here ready. It's easier and quicker to do the planning, and I just fell in love. And this grid is so small, it's 3.5 millimeters. So I counted, I have 22 boxes this way, so I can fit a lot in here. I just fell in love, and I was so tempted, that I just bought it then right away. So here is how I use this. So I decided that I use this left page. Is this left? Yes. I use this left page for my long-term to-do lists, and then I use this right side for the weekly to-do list. So here I have started with my waiting for list, and I use here like a bit the getting things done method, and this is the Alistair method, and my weekly to-do list idea I got from the channel Lindsay Scribbles. So I'm so grateful for that I saw it, because I have been loving using it. But here I have my waiting for list first, and here I have the months, and then I have already made a second one for me that I can start writing there. And then this is my weekly to-do list. I have tweaked it a bit, so let's go further so you can see the one that I'm using right now. Here is my first deadlines list. So I just write the thing here, the deadline date, and then here I have the months. So this is for the first quarter. Well, this is what I'm still tweaking. So here I started like I would have the first 3 months that are the nearest, and then I just write the plus if it's further down in the future. But I have been changing that a bit when we have moved along. And this is now the first time I did this weekly to do like I do it now. So here in the top I have my daily habits or to-dos, which I would like to do daily, or at least I want to see if I have done them daily. And then here is my weekly to-do list, and then maybe I sometimes, if there is a certain day I have to do it, I mark it. But this is just for me to see when I have done things, and this is then this line. I also track it here, so it's easier for me to see what all is done and what all is undone. And this changes. Here I was starting to do some tracking considering my goals, but I stopped that pretty quick. Yeah, here you can see I was planning when to do those, but I didn't do them. And this is what I did take from the bullet journal. So here I just have taken a lot of good things that I have learned along the way and meshed it together for something that works for me. Here I started to realize that I go these through every week. So it's a lot of work if I have to read these all. So I realized that I want to put these that are far away in the future on a separate list, so it's quicker for me to go these through every week. So here I started a deadlines list for things that are earliest in 25. And you can see there are some weeks that I didn't do anything of these, but as I said, my life has been a bit stressful and busy. So yeah, this is the old system yet. But here I started that I decided, okay, I will do a deadlines list or task list for this quarter. So now here I have only the February and March tasks left. So then I just have to go this through when I'm checking because those that are on the 25 list, those are things that I can't do now. There is nothing that I could or would need to do for those now. So that's why I don't want to read those every week. So I'm now focusing that I'm making these shorter lists. I have also here now still things 3 times, because it can be on my weekly list, it's in my quarterly list, and then it's here in the original deadlines list. But hopefully in the future I have them only twice, so in the weekly list and on the quarter list, so it doesn't have to be on the longer term list then. Well, this is my second plotting paper here between, and here I'm now just writing appointments for that week. Well, not all, but at least when I know them before the week starts, I will write them here. Well, this is just still like a bit evolving, but it's coming together. So now we are approaching this week, so now we are going here. So I have my bookmark where I have put this heart, so I have it here on the week. And now I'm trying to make it more fun, so I'm using my stencils again. So I'm trying to incorporate the joy again in my planning, so life wouldn't feel so hard and tough. Yeah, so we are going here. Today is Tuesday when I'm filming this. So here is next week, and then you can see here this how this looks empty, this weekly to-do list. And I have just decided that I will do those long-term lists when they come. So I can go here, but my long-term list is here. So that way I'm certain that I will have enough space for my long-term lists on this left side, because I have over 50 of these pages in the year. And some weeks, well, I could always like write 100 of to-dos on one week, but I'm really trying now to focus on just writing the things that I really need to do this week, so I wouldn't feel so overwhelmed, and also that I don't run out of space. So it would be ideal after writing my weekly to-do list that I have still some space left if there is something that comes during the week that I need to get done that week. And then just empty pages, haven't done anything here because I plan as I go 1 week at a time. So then this will go until the 5th of January 25, and then what makes this so perfect, here in the back it has grid note pages with the small 3.5 grid, so I can fit my favorite monthly here. So I can fit a whole month, even if it has 31 days on one spread. So this has 34 whole grids, and then a bit like this one row and this one row. So I can fit a whole month here. So I have done the calendar for the whole year. I can show you an empty one. So I had space for, it has 34 note pages, so I had space for 17 months. So I have 1 month here, and I write the days and the weekdays. Here I have the week number, and this is the number for the week in the HB90 system, which is planning in 13-week intervals, or like a quarter at a time. So, but it's the 13 weeks. So I write those also here. Then I put the line where my week changes. So my week starts on a Monday. So, and this is it. This is how I love my monthly view. This is how my brain works. I'm going like this, and I can see what comes what after what. So I decided to start from November 23. So I had a bit of the past, if I want to go back and see when did what happen, and then I have this year here, and this is how it looks afterwards. So I write with my friction, and then after the thing has happened, I will highlight it. I have all the colors as far as I know, so I have the Pilot friction highlighters, and I use a color code, so then it's easier for me to see when did what happened and with whom and so on. And I love it. Here I have written some special days like the Easter holidays and so on. So and also you can see here the moon phases. Again, I'm not looking at them, but for some reason I just want to have them there. Extra work, no use, but well, maybe in the future I'm not putting those there, but we'll see. And I have done this, the green pens are the Muji gel pens, and this line I think this is from the Jet Stream pen, the green ink, I think. It's such a long time that I did this. So. But I like this green. I like it. I like the green. So I don't have so much here yet. But I love it. I love it. This is so perfect that I have the weekly and monthly, like the perfect weekly and monthly views in here. Then of course I need to have the subway maps because I can't live without those. Well, that's a joke, but they are always in these Japan calendars, except the Hobonichis. Or do those also have these? I don't remember now, but they don't disturb me. It's okay. They are just decoration. And then this is an age chart. I can't remember. I can only read this. So the year of birth and then how old you will be in this year. But these, I can't read these and it's okay. So then we are already here. So, and yes, here I have these Travelers Company number clips for the month. So I can easily get to the month. And so here this opens to the this monthly view. This opens to my first long-term list and this opens to the week. And that's it. That's my main planner. Okay, I have a lot of systems in place. As I said, I do use electronical calendar. I do use an electronical to-do list, and I will go those all through in my lineup, like my 2024 lineup when I'm doing it. But I'm thinking that maybe I have to wait for April because I'm using some spring Hobonichi, so they will start in April. So then I would have everything that I'm using in 2024. So my lineup is coming, I promise. It's just not ready yet because I'm still waiting to start my spring planners. And if you are wondering, a quick teaser, here's my daily planner. So I use the A6 Hobonichi for daily planning, but you will see this later also during the spring. Oh, one thing I forgot, because yes, so the Nolty, it came with these, well, papers that this was fun. I just translated it and then it had this ad also, and this wasn't expensive. So this was only from Amazon Japan. I paid €9.08. And I think that's a great price for this planner. Here on the other side it says, now let's draw your own year. So you could draw here something. I don't know what they want me to draw here, but this was like encouragement. It's like, don't make yourself smaller, go somewhere you wouldn't normally go, with people you wouldn't normally meet, things you wouldn't normally do. So it's a fun note, maybe probably even nicer if you read Japan. And yes, then this. So they donate part of the sales for orphans from the 2011 earthquake or tsunami or both. They are doing good things with the money also. So I like that. I like that. So, and yes, the bonus. I didn't know when I ordered this, maybe partly because I don't read Japan, so everything sometimes comes as a surprise. It came with this notebook, this grid notebook. It has the same grid and this has 30 pages. So I could fit here also 15 months, like the style that I like. So I was also in the beginning thinking if I should put my monthly in here, and use the note pages. So there is also the idea of using this for the monthly, and then I could have used these note pages for the long-term lists, and then I would have this weekly view for the week. So I could maybe do it that way next year after I have seen how many of these long-term lists I do in the year. Because why I decided to go like this is because I didn't want to run out of pages to do the long-term lists. So that's why I decided to put my yearly planner here and use this other side always for the long-term lists. But this is great. So I could, one year, if I'm not ordering a Nolty or something, I could put my favorite monthly view in this insert. This was such a good freebie, if you call it like that, but it came with the planner, so it's like, it was so worth the money, so worth the money. Of course, if you only order the planner, nothing else, it will be more expensive because all the shipping costs go to that planner. Of course, if you have like your Amazon Prime and you don't have to pay shipping costs, then that's a different story. But okay, is this enough praise for this Nolty planner? And the paper, I haven't tried fountain pens because I'm not using fountain pens in my planner, but I haven't had any problem with my friction. You can see it's a bit, you can see it through, but it's nothing that would disturb me. The only thing, well, if it's not drying out so quickly, so I use these plotting papers. So if I'm flipping around writing things, I don't want them to get on the other side. But if that happens, I can always erase it easily, usually, because I use the friction. I'm loving it. And well, if you want to know all the pens still, I bought now these Staedtler Tri Plus text surfers for marking things that I have done. And well, this is sad. I went to Muji also last weekend and I was planning to buy one of these pens or a new refill, but I didn't see it, so I don't know if they don't have it anymore. So, but I have used this 0.25 Muji pen to do my weekly grid. So when I run out of ink, so I need to then think what pen I want to use there next. And then I have also used these Memento dual markers here. So these I have bought from Hobonichi in the past. So I have enjoyed these also. But some way I'm not feeling color at this moment. So I just went with the black and gray, and that has been feeling good. So I have only the color in these. But also here I changed to just make it gray. So I don't know, maybe this suits my mood now. But okay, now I have talked enough. If you have any questions, please leave them down below and I will be happy to answer if I just can. And thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. I hope to see you down below in the comments and in my next video. Bye bye.